Tonight on Size Eyes on the Skies.
We had some cooler temperatures today across the state, but we have some snow coming up here in the forecast. More on that later.
Plus, Hannah is in the studio for your national forecast. All that and more as this Thursday, February 23rd edition of Size Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. This is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Size Eyes on the Skies.
Welcome back to Size Eyes. I'm now joined by Dylan. Well, Dylan, there's been such a change in the weather today.
Yeah, quite a bit cooler out there today. It looks like we might be getting some snow here later this week here, even looking like tomorrow during the day.
Yeah.
We get some snow.
It's going to be quite a contrast to the 70s we had at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, that was just beautiful, but you know, it's February still, so looking here at our clouds and radar right now, we have some rain rolling into the area here around Ames. We even have some snow falling here up in northwest Iowa right now. We even have some reports over in Sioux City of roads already being partially covered in snow. Looking here at our day planner for tomorrow, temperatures are going to be dropping all the way throughout the day. We got 32 at 8 a.m., 29 at noon, and we got 27. And that's going to be snow all day tomorrow. Have more about that coming up later.
Thanks, Dylan. And now it's time for tonight's weather story. In 1994, a winter storm produced heavy snow and blizzard conditions. 3-day snowfall totals included 10.5 inches at Northwood, 11.2 inches at Waukon, 13 inches at Ottumwa, and 13.3 inches at Decorah. Strong winds gusting to as high as 50 miles per hour at times whipped the snow into large drifts and reduced visibility near 0 miles at times, making travel nearly impossible. And now we turn to Hannah. Hannah, anything interesting going on around the country?
Well, there's actually quite a bit going on around the country, and I'll have more for you after the break.
Welcome back. Now we are joined by Hannah with a look at what's happening around the nation.
Thanks, Matt. Well, around the nation, we can see that there is a huge temperature difference all across the country, with really cold weather up in the northwest, and then pretty warm weather down in the southeast. Taking a quick look at the northeast, we have 59 degrees in New York City, about upper 50s, pretty lower 60s, around 64 degrees here. It's not too terrible weather for February, but 72 degrees in New Orleans is pretty warm, 84 degrees in Dallas, it's pretty warm, and then 72 degrees in Little Rock, so really warm down there right now. But then let's take a look at the Rocky side of the country, which is a lot different than it is in the south, because we have 31 degrees in Salt Lake City, so below freezing, but down here, 54 in Las Vegas. It's a really big temperature difference right there. 40 degrees in Seattle, it's pretty good for February, and then 43 degrees in Salem, so not a huge temperature difference in the northwest. Then we have a look at the Midwest, where we really see the effects of the cold front here. We have 29 degrees in Pierre, South Dakota, 28 in North Platte, Nebraska, so not a huge difference there, but we take a look on the other side of that front, and it's 52 degrees in Kansas. Now we'll take a look at this map, and we can see a really big difference in the temperatures here, especially in the precip. We have snow up in the southern South Dakota, and then rain up in Iowa, but that is not going to change, as we'll see in the Iowa forecast. Taking a bigger look at the snow we have, we see that there's quite a bit of snow here in Idaho, which we really need to watch out for. And then we can see the watch from the watches and warnings that we have red flag warnings down in northern Texas, and then we have the blizzard warnings and watches up north. That shows a really big difference throughout the country. We need to really watch these blizzard warnings because we've been kind of tricked into thinking that it's spring, but we have to remember it's February, which we will be reminded of tonight and tomorrow with these winter storm watches and blizzard warnings over here. We really need to watch out for these. Taking a look at what's happening in the future, about tonight around 7, we have snow up in the northern Iowa and in Nebraska, and that's going to move out through Friday, and we will have snow in Iowa tomorrow, so we really need to be careful when we're walking to classes tomorrow. And the snow will probably continue out throughout the day tomorrow. So actually, it's a lot more like the actual February. And this will end up turning into rain as it moves into the northeast. The highs for tomorrow, 37 in Denver, 31 in Minneapolis, so not a huge change over there. 57 in Dallas, though. It was like 80 degrees there today. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be a lot different because of that cold front moving by. And then our travel city for the day is Billings, Montana. It's going to be pretty rainy there throughout the week, so definitely look out for that. Raincoats will definitely be needed for you.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Now let's take a look at tonight's trivia question. How cold does it have to be to cancel school in Nashville, Tennessee? We'll have the answer coming up. And now let's take a look at the week ahead, Dylan.
Looking here at the week ahead, we have blizzard warnings here across the state. We have colder temperatures coming up here, and we're having snowy conditions where we aren't having those blizzard conditions. I'll have more about that coming up next. Dylan Johnson back here with your Iowa forecast. Right now here in Ames, we're looking at 41 degrees. We're looking at some rain showers off and on here in town. We also have northeast winds here at 15 miles an hour. Looking at here at the current conditions right now, we got 34 in Fort Dodge right now. We have 33 degrees and a little bit of a rain-snow mix falling in Sioux City. A little bit warmer down here in Ottumwa at 46 with some rain showers. Looking here at the current winds, we got 13 up here in Fort Dodge. We have Sioux City at 18. All these out of the northeast right now. We also have a 23 miles per hour down in Council Bluffs. Looking here at the rain snow right now, we have snow pretty much all the way across northern Iowa until about the I-35 corridor. Just looked at 511 road conditions actually, and all the way, pretty much all the way east to Highway 4, westward, we have partially snow-covered roads north of Highway 30 currently. Looking here at our future casts, we're going to have this snowstorm coming in, and it's going to persist through most of the day tomorrow actually. We have most of our heavier snow is going to be here across the northwest part of the state. That's why they have that blizzard warning up there from about midnight tonight to about midnight tomorrow night. Jumping ahead here a little bit further, about 6 o'clock tomorrow, we have that snow, back edge of that snow pulling out. However, we're going to have those winds throughout most of the night tomorrow night. Jumping ahead here through Saturday, the snow pretty much surpasses the state to out east, out to Illinois and Wisconsin. Looking here at our watch and warning map right now. This is that blizzard warning I was just talking about that goes in effect at midnight tonight and goes in effect till midnight tomorrow. We also have a winter weather advisory outlining this to the southeast. That even includes cities like Ames, Des Moines, even Omaha and Council Bluffs down there. Looking at our expected snowfall totals, we got 9.9 inches up here in Sioux City, 6.6 up here in Fort Dodge, 8 inches up here in Mason City. However, I expect a little bit more snow than that. We're getting 6 to 12 inches all the way from the northwest corner of Iowa, about down to the Highway 20 I-35 corridor. Then just north of Ames here, we got a tight gradient here across the state. We got 4 to 8 inches just north of Ames, about down to north of Omaha down there towards the Missouri Valley area. Then we got 2 to 4 inches from pretty much Des Moines, northward up to Ames, up into Waterloo. Then south of that, we're going to see a little less snow with trace to 2 inches. However, no matter what amount of snow you get, with the amount of wind we're going to have, that's going to pick up that snow and blow it around. Looking at our lows tonight across the state, we have 28 in Sioux City, 34 in Council Bluffs, 33 in Fort Dodge, and 38 down Des Moines. However, that's the warmest it looks like it's going to be here tomorrow is at night. We got 30 for a high in Sioux City, 35 in Council Bluffs, 34 in Fort Dodge, 40 in Des Moines, 49 in Ottumwa. That's the highest temperatures we're going to have during the day, and it's going to drop from the morning all the way down to the afternoon. That's what's going to cause that transition from rain to snow across the state. Looking here at our forecast for Ames tonight, we're going to have rain early, transitioning into snow later tonight. And there's those winds I was talking about coming from the northeast at 25 to 35 miles per hour. Looking at our forecast for tomorrow, again, that temperature right there, we're going to reach that around midnight tonight, actually. So we're going to have snow most of the day tomorrow here across Ames, and we're still going to have those winds continuing at 25 to 35 miles per hour out of the north. So looking here at the rest of our forecast here, we got that snow tomorrow. We even have a little chance of snow here on Sunday. That's probably going to be a mixed bag. And looking here at our rest of the forecast, we're going to be jumping up into the 40s here, more around average for this time of year.
All right, let's take another look at tonight's trivia question. So, how cold does it have to be to cancel school in Nashville, Tennessee? A, 12 degrees, B, negative 6 degrees Fahrenheit, C, 4 degrees Fahrenheit, or D, 20 degrees Fahrenheit? So what do you guys think?
I think it's going to be negative 6 degrees. That seems pretty cold to me, but it is Nashville, Tennessee, and that's pretty south, so it might actually be warmer because they don't receive as cold temperatures. So I think I'm going to have to go with 12. I think I'll say A.
What do you think, Dylan?
I'm going to go B, negative 6. That's, normal temperature at cancel schools, especially if you got some winds coming around there.
All right, let's see what the answer is now. And the answer is 4 degrees. That happened this year where they couldn't get buses to start, so they canceled school. I remember this happened to me before.
Yeah.
But it was like negative 10 here, and they couldn't get buses to start, so they had school canceled.
Well, that's not going to be the reason most of the schools up in northern Iowa are canceling tomorrow. With that blizzard warning out, I have a feeling that a lot of those schools are going to be out tomorrow. So
School cancelings are nothing to shy away from. They can be pretty serious, especially for parts of rural Iowa.
Yeah, but too bad that we're in college and we won't probably have anything canceled tomorrow.
But 301's so much fun, Matt!
But yeah, so... Well, guys, that concludes our show tonight. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. You can find every show online at YouTube under our Size Eye channel. See you on Tuesday, and thanks for joining us. Also, be safe tomorrow.